weeks into spring and it's snowing. That didn't help anything. That's just the day number. I find that the kettlebell juggling actually makes me pretty sore. Everything else I do doesn't really result in soreness, but the kettlebell juggling does. New stimulus. Throwing around a 32 with one hand is kind of heavy, at least. So today's a light day. Trusty, high rep, clean and press, light day. This bell might be sand filled, which is annoying for juggling. But for clean and press or snatch, doesn't really matter. Weight is weight. And by talking, I don't know how many I've done. Yeah, it's going to be a little more than just clean and press. Woohoo! Guess I'm stopping the set there. The best aspect of this light kettlebell juggling has been the fact that I do more volume. I'm not very inclined to do particularly high reps with clean and press, with snatches, but with the juggling, automatically, I just more and more reps. It's a very easy way for me to get in volume without thinking that I'm working out. The lighter bell works better for this than the heavier bell. You can just do more reps, and it's not limited by hand strength. No matter what weight you're juggling, you're putting a lot of, I'm using honestly more of like a quarter squat than hip into it, though it is both. You're using a lot of thigh and a lot of hip. And I'm apparently counting with my pinky and ring finger, not my pointer and middle finger for 1, 2. You're putting a lot of lower, more so than upper, into the juggling. Your traps serve as a deceleration of the catch, more so than of the release, I'd say, what I'm feeling so far. But certain days your traps are lit up, the hand is the biggest limiting factor, and regardless of the bell size, it's very, very heavy lower body power requirements, power endurance. something I find kind of cool to do. It's more fun for me than just a normal swing or a snatch. You go as many reps as possible on any of the basic flips. That's a way to get in volume. It's quite fun. And this exact flip pattern, one hand, as many reps as possible. I have a little 20-pound kettlebell, little green vinyl covered thing. You've seen it in some of my earlier videos, overhead press every day. And I've actually done this with that 20-pound bell for very high reps. And it's funny, because this flip, which you have to put it in slow-mo to see better, I'm flicking my wrist backwards, which is the first one I got, though it's actually a little more difficult than pushing the wrist forward like that. I would do as many as 100 in a row with that 20-pound bell. And I was laughing at myself last night, thinking that I'm doing the second style, not the first, but still with a 32, 70 pounds. When messing with this before I had a collection of kettlebells, I was doing this same flip backwards with only the 20. And I thought of it as okay grip training. There's some value for strength in the wrist and hands. You're just doing a lot of flipping of the bells, though plate flips are a better choice because you have to catch the pinch. I don't have a 35 or a 45 pound bumper though. I can only go up to 25 pounds on that, whereas now I'm soon going to be getting that backwards wrist flick with the 32. Sounds of spring. See you guys tomorrow.